Hello and welcome to another impromptu bowling session, coming to you from a very easy place to bowl, none other than Mason's here in Leominster, Massachusetts. Dennis Nuzzo's favorite place. You wish the palace was just like it. And if you believe any of that, then, well, you know the old saying about the bridge in Brooklyn. Anyway, we are on lane number 14 again. So, how will things go? To get this stuff out of the way, I tend to forget to do this. My high single is a 136, not done here. Low of 44 has been done here. My high at this place is a 111. One of only 4 times I ever hit 100. At this place, your average usually goes 10 pins lower. Average ability, according to the ICBA records on casual league players, which puts me up slightly higher in terms of what I'm aiming for, is 90 points. And roughly people tend to average 10-point spread, and that's where the 80 to 100 comes from. 80 I'm happy with. 70s we can, yeah, you know, bit off, but alright, not that great. 80 and above, we call it a good game. Without further ado, let's start. Let's see how it goes. Excessive lob. This could be a 0. That was lucky. You earn everything at Mason's, even the luck. You did something right to get it. So even, like I said, even the luck here at Mason's you've earned. That's an 8. Looks like lobbing's a problem again, and we got one of those weird pin setters. I keep forgetting that lane 14 is. Oh, look, bonus points. Yep, it's going to be one of those days. Balls 2 and 3 were pretty good. That's a 9. And the first stink frame of the day with a 3. Well, I guess this one's going down the garbage disposal. Of course, it doesn't help I had a long absence from candlepin because there were a lot of places I wanted to go to and got out of my way. 10. I think I've got some crappy pins. Better. It's finding that thing. Problem is finding that thing. Halftime report. Boo. Other than that, everything was pretty good, and we got a spare. We have at least a 40 with El Stinko, the bonus ball. What will the bonus be? El Stinko is weak with a 4, leaving the Cagliari left, 4 horsemen in the 9, and the 10 pin decided to stick around with it. Well, my friend Bob decided to show up. That piece of wood behind there helped clear things out, except for the bowling god's middle finger. One eye. That's what I think of their middle finger. That's a 10. Looks like we're going to start off with a good game. with the dreaded high-low jack. 1-7-10 for the 7. Two frames to at least get 10. Just a little off, leaving the 4 horsemen right. Wrong side of the pin. Penny. I hit 80s here, I'm doing okay. Very hard to do at Masons. Alright, 2 I'll Stinko the bonus balls to wrap up the game. And I'm bringing this up because some people actually asked that if you get a strike in the 10th frame, you get 2 bonus balls to finish it up because you're owed 2 bonus balls. If it was a spare, you're owed 1. It kind of acts like an 11th frame. So I got 2 more balls to make a good fill. El Stinko 1 lived up to its name. Both El Stinko stunk. A pathetic 4 fell on a strike. Not too bad. I look for at least 6 of the 12 to be 80 or better. We up, that kind of ups the ante a little bit. The 7's the worst thing, strike with a pathetic 4 fill. Nonetheless, a 92, and at Masons, that's not bad at all. It's like getting a 110 at Putnam's. Game number 2, probably not as high, but hopefully still a good one. Could be higher, I don't know. Starting with only a 5. decent recovery with an 8. Perfect. I like it when I aim the ball at a spot and I wind up throwing it in said spot. Time for El Stinko the bonus ball. There's El Stinko. Let's see what it gets us. Not bad at all, an 8. The kingpin stands alone for the 9. I don't know if it's the same way in 10-pin or ducks, but the kingpin is the 5-pin, and it's called that because it's surrounded by everything else. The other pins are protecting the king. Lousy start, already doing better. Doesn't mean anything. You never know. Could mean everything. Welcome to Masons. Great shot, and then that. Six. Halftime report. A couple of crap frames, but nonetheless, crap 6, crap 5, spare with an 8 fill, an 8 and a 9, or a 46. All right, everybody, wave at my friend Bob. Hi, Bob. And yes, it's named after a guy named Bob Caleri. Seven. Here's the crash. good as last game since the previous frame. At least it's something. It's a nine. Almost recovered, but it's going to take a mark to beat the game. Still set up pretty good. I was set up well for a bottom average game, then I half-wistered my way on the left. So much for the good game. That's a 3. Actually, it's still possible. One, I got screwed. Second, at least we made good territory, albeit barely. For someone that's not that good, an 80s at Masons ain't that bad. That's a 9. Final. The 7 and the 3, especially the 3, hurts. Nonetheless, we pulled an 81 out of all that. So let's see, we have 1, 2, 3 bad frames. How will game 3 go? Even if I got a 2 frame. Remember, one time that happened and I still got 3-digit. Game 3. It's not a bad start. distinct frame of four. No bowling balls, except for the house ones. There they go. Halftime reports. Yuck. Other than that, not too bad. Squeaking our way into the average ability with a 42 so far. Like I said, I've gotten 3-digit score with just a 2-box in one of the frames. Anything is possible. Another welcome to Mason's moment. Still can hit good. Find a place for him later. We got neighbor. The good game is gone. It's possible, but I need to clean the plate, and we know that's not going to happen. No good. Best I can do is 9. Don't care. 4, 5, only a 3. Did not care at that point. Nothing good happened at the end. Managed to get a mediocre 71. That is not a good game, so we're at 2 for 3. This early, not really that bad. And time to take a break from start the second quarter. And we're back. I realized the first quarter I had the wrong image stabilizer on, so it probably made a bunch of jiggles that made no sense. Because phone cameras suck, but it's the way I do it. Number 4. Everything should be a little bit better now. Way to get 6. There's definitely some bad things. also going to do his 9. It went in the gutter. Simmons over getting ball went in the gutter before it took up hits. Tied for the worst, but the worst came out to be at least a good game. Saying this game's a throwout. So close, but a 9. Halftime report. Nothing good except the 8 and the 9. It's a rebuildable 36. Well, Bob decided to show his right profile this time. 4 horsemen right in the 8. And a 6. Still possible, but it's a weak one.
Alright, how much that
And an 8 to pretty much seal the game as a mediocre. So it'll be 2 good gains and 2 bad ones. Another mediocre. Only a 75. So far, only 2 good ones and 2 bad ones. We're only on par with getting the minimum to call it a decent outing. Finally, a mark. You know what time it is? It's time for El Stinko the bonus ball. What will the bonus be? El Stinko lives up to its name with a 1. First to the fill with a 6. Another rebuildable, but probably will stink and suck at it at halftime report. The 9 and the spare, and nothing else. 38. For those of you who say I'm getting better, Mason's just proves to you it's all a mirage. Disappearing. So much for a good game. It's a 4. Well, this is the new low. tried for the worst, because God forbid I actually got better at this. I don't care that it's Masons. It shows you I never got better. 71. Time for another train wreck. And yes, the distraction of my immediate neighbors is needed, because you saw how the Palace competition tryout went. Need that. Good.
Mediocre. No, you're not even being there. You're not even being there. You're just straight up bad. Good. Gio! Go!
Again, with the worst possible 6 you can get. And another Mason screw over. Might as well be, it's a 4. That was a good ball, and that happened. This shows you I get screwed all the time. Halftime report. Time for a new low score. Nothing good. Nothing. 0. Zilch. This game sucks. Excessive lob. No good. matter. This game automatically stinks. Might as well have happened. It's only a 7.
I did good.
Look at the nice easy spare that I'm gonna miss. Well, it made a crappy game a little less crappy.
Yo, Jaden, kick out.
Time for all stick with a bonus ball, like it really matters. Let's see how much this disaster gets propped up. Well, Stinko stinks with the leave, but 5 is okay. And another mediocre game to prove to you I never did get any better at this. The spare just kept it from being absolute garbage. 72. Only one good game. That's it. So this is obviously going to be a garbage day. Halftime. Here we are back at the Stink Fest, proving that I never got better at candlepin bowling. Just got lucky sometimes. Let's see if we can actually get a second good game. God forbid that were to happen. New Palace right, don't like the wood, which of course is how it's going to work.
Jaden, ready? This one's for you. Jump in.
course, that's how it goes. But a 9 start ain't too bad.
Don't check this.
Welcome to Masons. Quarter Worcester's always ruining him. 6. Second good game might happen. Time for El Stinko the bonus ball. What will the bonus be? Again, El Stinko stinks with a leave, but the 5 fill is all right. I just wish it was not my friend Bob. An 8. How will I blow this one with the halftime report? The 6 is the worst thing. Spare with a crappy. Well, all right, 5 fill. I got an 8 out of the whole thing. We're at average of 46. Can we keep it going? Deserve the 9. points instead of the glory. Bowling odds middle finger, which means a lot today, with a 9. Another skinny profile 6. Two more frames, just need 10. That'll make it the barely acceptable good. Gonna wind up. Holy cow! 2 good games. There you go. The 6 was the weak thing. We wound up with the 87. Game number 8. It's still possible, but I'm really just lying through my teeth pretty much. Recovering from that Mason screw job again. 9er. Good out with the 8. beginning to, I don't know if you can see it because of the lighting, but I think I can kind of see why I'm having trouble. My hands are turning black. That means the balls need to be cleaned.
Wait, hold on. In what, 20 minutes? Look. 20 minutes?
9. Actually, you know what? I'm not sure. So under the rules, that's a goose egg. Welcome to Goose Egg Land, Masons. Masons is now the 5th place with the goose egg. The 0. Halftime report. Yep, I still suck at bowling. I am not getting any better, and that's because I just realized the pin was probably down before I started, and maybe I might have thrown a first ball and it hit. So I'm just going to say I threw 4 balls by mistake, which technically gives me a 0. We're only at 34 with El Stinko. But El Stinko could make it good. El Stinko fails every time. A week 4. Middle finger for 9. Good game is still possible. think you would from turning a 7 into an 8. And no good. Wrap plus lots of bowling means copyright hit, not likely. Reverse half Worcester left for the 8. Screwed again. Say goodbye to the good game. That's a 7. I need a clean plate, but we know that won't happen. And only a 4. While mathematically possible to have a good run, nope, not this time. Only a 74. Game number 9. Let's get that done, then clean the equipment. Another famous Mason's quarter Worcester, which means this frame's changed. Seven from quarter Worcester. For me, I'll take it.
Okay.
day was due. So here it is. Time for us to think of the bonus ball. What will it be? Week 4, but a decent setup for a spare that I probably won't get. That's why it was a good setup. If I went to the right, the wood would take things out. And that's what I think of the bowling gods today. Still a 9. I know I'm going to jinx it, but it's a pretty good game so far. 7 being the worst thing that happened. That is the worst thing that ever happened at Mason's. 48 at the half. Unfortunately, because of the hip-hop stuff they're playing, all you're getting is a bass line. This lane, I have rotten luck with this lane. Still, just shows you how much I suck. No, I'm not getting better. I just proved today I suck. Another good one. And to some degree, I bet the kids were a problem. But that proves to you how much I suck. Because I can't let a distraction get in the way if I were actually decent at this game. Time for another famous El Stingo the bonus ball. El Stingo stinks with that leaf, but a 5 fill is alright. Anywhere else it would have. Although I think you can tell the sandpaper on the plate's not going to wear. The wood can giveth and the wood can taketh away. That's a 9. Jeez, 3 good games. Really? Hey, it's an 8. So that makes 3 good games and 2 bad pins that keep falling on the wrong side. At least I made average ability with that half Worcester. Diamond in the rough in what otherwise is a pile of feces in today's impromptu. Three away. All right. I'm going to clean the equipment. That probably will help some. And we're back. Wow, the paper towel turned black when I cleaned them off. Let's see how things go. Probably might lob a few. Or fall completely out of my hands. That one's already fallen, so I think it made things worse. That's an 8. Eight isn't bad. I didn't think it was going to go. It was close to where I aimed. About an inch off to the right. Still got the spare. Time for El Stinko the bonus ball. What will it be? Finally, another decent fill. That's an 8. I can get 3 spares in a row, I get what's obscurely known as a chicken, but in candlepin, any 3 marks is a turkey. Let's see if we can bag either one. Or in this case, both. Well, actually, if I got a strike, it would be either one. Stanko stunk with a 3. I never started the freaking camera. You missed a whole frame. And I was positive it was running. Let's go over what you didn't see. There's no records held here. First we got an 8, then we got a spare with an 8 fill, and then another spare with a 3, and that's all I got in the frame, stink frame there. And then a 10, 52 half, and then the great collapse, which started there at the 8, and the 9, then the 7, and the 6. And we squeaked into average ability with a 90. If that were a house high, that would have sucked. I probably wouldn't have counted it because there's no official term. Although in the impromptus, I try to make sure the count's good. I probably still wouldn't count it because there's no witness to it. 4 good games out of 10. So yeah, this is probably going to be the garbage heap run that we haven't had in a very long time. 0 frame, which shows you I still suck. No matter what you say, you're getting better. Yeah, people that are better don't throw 0 frames. People that are actually halfway decent don't throw 0 frames. Let's go. There's the nail in the coffin, a 6. I think my phone's deciding to shut itself off now. Let's look at what we got. We had a 6, a 9, and a strike. The reason why the camera kept cutting off, and that was the last time it did, it ran out of memory. There were a few Minecraft Pocket Edition videos that I forgot to remove from the phone before taking it to the alley to record, so I ran out of memory. Anyway, there's a live impromptu video which shows the last frame and a half that you see there in 11 and 12. So you get to see some of it, and I actually did wind up getting the minimum amount of games that I consider a decent run. Still, I call it a garbage fest because it was full of garbage and not many marks. So I did make the minimum 6 of 12, and yes, it still proves that for those of you that say you should stop saying that you suck, no, I prove I still do. And Masons pretty much proves to you that I do, because everything you get is what you've earned. So that'll be it. And like I said, if you haven't seen the live one, well, there's the score anyway. And George F551 saying, once again, hope you enjoyed at my expense and have a good one.